Hi girls and boys, it's story time again, and the story this week is about an animal. And this animal begins with the letter of the week, D. Can you imagine, can you think about what it could be? It has 4 legs, it's furry, some people have them as pets, and they woof. Did you guess dog? If you guessed dog, you are right. It's about a dog, and not only is it about a dog, it's about a detective dog. And this detective dog is very, very smart. So let's see what happens with our detective dog. First of all, let me show you my sweater. Look. I'm wearing a Dachshund dog. Lots of D's today. Okay, let's see what happens with our detective dog. There she is. Can you see her there? There she is. Detective dog. Okay, let's get on to the first page. There once was a dog with a keen sense of smell. Oh, I forgot to tell you, girls and boys. There's rhyming in this book, a lot of rhyming. Remember what rhyming is? It's when the words sound the same as each other, so listen hard because there are lots of rhymes in here. There once was a dog with a keen sense of smell. She was known far and wide as Detective Dog Nell. Sniff, sniff, sniff. Time after time, Nell the detective solved crime after crime. Who threw the hazelnuts down from the trees? Who took the honey away from the bees? Who left the poo on the new gravel path? Ugh! How did the spider get into the bath? Sniff, 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 with a wag of her tail, Nell the detective was hot on the trail. She sounds like she's a smart dog, doesn't she? Nell shared her house with a person called Peter, a very nice child, though he could have been neater. And 6-year-old Peter was one of those boys who kept on misplacing his clothes and his toys. Sniff, 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 nose to the ground. These are the things that Detective Dog found. The bus in the bowl and the book in the bed, the sock in the sofa, the shoe in the shed. The tumble-down teddy, the bounce-away ball, Nell the detective discovered them all. She is very smart, isn't she? Okay, let's get the next page. Now Nell did detection from Tuesday till Sunday, but then something totally different each Monday. She found Peter's bag and she tracked down her lead, then off for school where she heard children read. The children loved reading their stories to Nell, and Nell loved to listen and also to smell. Sniff, sniff, sniff. Mixed in the air were Play-Doh and pudding and newly washed hair, the crusts in the trash and the coats on the hooks, but the best smell of all was the smell of the books. Kind of looks a little bit like our classrooms, but they have a lot of books, don't they? Books about dinosaurs, books about knights, books about planets and meteorites, books about princes who turned into frogs, books about dragons, and books about dogs. But then came a Monday when all was not well. Nell sniffed the air and she smelled the wrong smell. Oh no, what's happened? Into the classroom the two of them hurried and found Mr. Jones looking terribly worried. He tugged at his hair and he let out a sigh. Peter looked round and he started to cry. Sniff, 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 what's going on? The books, cried Peter. The books, they're all gone. Oh no. Nell gave a growl and when she heard the sad news, but then started sniffing and searching for clues. Sniff, 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 on the bookshelf a cap, The thief must have dropped it, that terrible chap. Nell sniffed the cap, then she tugged on the lead, and woof! She was off at astonishing speed. Wow, she's pulling Peter very quickly. Everyone followed Detective Dog Nell. She stopped at the traffic light. What could she smell? Sniff, sniff, sniff. Haddock and hay, pizza and penguins, and further away, the smell of the thief and, how very exciting, thousands of pages, all covered in writing. Thousands of pages are covered in writing. Then woof, they were off, with no time for a stop, past the farm and the zoo and the fry and pie shop. They raced through a field where the rabbits smelled good, then over a golf course and into a wood. Into a wood. They thrashed through the undergrowth, leafy and dense, till they came to a gate in an old wooden fence. Then Nell started growling and pricked up an ear. She barked, and the bark meant, "The thief is in here!" And she is. Look, she's pointing with her ear. Oh, wow, the thief. I wonder who the thief is. They flung open the gate, and Peter cried, "Look!" From there sat a man with his nose in a book. There were many more books poking out of a sack, and the children yelled, "Those are our books! Give them back!" Sniff, sniff, sniff. The thief looked sad. "I'm sorry," he sniffled. "I know I've been bad. Stealing is wrong, but I just meant to borrow. I was planning to give all the books back tomorrow." To borrow. Nell pricked up an ear. She barked, and the bark meant, "I've got an idea." I wonder what that idea was. What's it going to be? Then woof, she was off, and away they all sped, including the book thief, who told them, "I'm Ted." Sniff, 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 they raced through the wood and over the field where the rabbits smelled good. They panted and puffed past the fry and pie shop, the zoo and the farmyard with never a stop, except to retrieve Peter's scarf and his ball, which someone had thoughtfully placed on a wall. Till they came to a building with doors open wide. And what did they see when they all went inside? Ooh, what did they see? Thousands of books from the floor to the ceiling. The books gave the thief the most heavenly feeling. He gazed in amusement. "Where am I?" he said. And Peter replied, "In the library, Ted. You can join if you want to. There isn't a fee. And then you can take all the books out for free." That's a big library. Very big library. So Ted has a lovely new library card, and he sits reading books in his little backyard. And when it's Monday, Detective Dog Nell visits the school with the wonderful smell. Sniff, sniff, sniff. With a faraway look, she smells and she listens to book after book. Books about dinosaurs, books about knights, books about planets and meteorites, books about princes who turn into frogs, books about dragons, and books about dogs. all the old books and a new one as well. The story of daring detective dog Nell. Can you see the book? Here it is, look, he's making a book all about Detective Dog Nell. Did you like that book, boys and girls? I hope you did. Detective Dog Nell, very smart little dog. Maybe you have a dog at home and maybe your dog's really smart, just like Detective Dog Nell. Maybe your dog can find stuff too. I hope you enjoyed the book and I'm going to see you again soon. Bye.